Yes. So yeah, just tell him, like, since he just came, about that apparatus you've created.
I mean, what I was telling these guys before is that I have a full utility patent on this battle bar. There's a couple of them that literally in the process right now that I don't want to go too crazy into detail.
Yeah.
You know, because there's still some propriety stuff.
Yep.
But, you know, it's just that when it comes to, so I had already spent years designing training techniques. I just couldn't settle for the norm. Yeah. And I knew it was going to be that way. I mean, my degree's in sports medicine.
Yeah.
You know, started going.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how'd you get into all this?
I started going the traditional route.
Yeah.
And I was an artist before that. I mean, I was always, creativity was my monster.
What kind of art?
Everything.
Everything?
I mean, from drawing, I had clothing businesses in high school. I used to tear people's clothes and bleach them and paint. Like,
what'd you like the most out of, like?
You know what? People ask that now, even with the metal fabrication.
Yeah.
Anything I get to go off and create.
Okay.
Like, I can't help it. It's just, that's how I got into all the trades. That's what I was saying. You know, once I learned that final trade of metal fabrication, it was on.
Yeah.
I mean, I was designing a new training mechanism almost monthly.
How do you learn metal fabrication?
You just do it.
Okay.
No, I had I had a bike builder. I had a custom chopper built by amazing guy, Mark Dunn, amazing bike builder. And I thought he was going to give me all these amazing lessons and, you know, welding and went and picked up a used welder.
Yeah.
Went there. He said, here's the voltage. Here's wire speed, heat. Go fuck with it. Go learn it.
Heat and bend it.
Go learn it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. You have to learn metallurgy. You have to, you know, MIG welding is not that difficult, but you do. You have to learn different metals. You have to learn the machine. You have to, but it's the other parts of fabrication that are difficult. Kids come out of welding school. They learn how to weld. Oh, I'm a master welder. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's learning how to use all these other tools, learning how forming metal, learning how to correct mistakes. And you're constantly running into issues. I mean, it's dangerous shit too, but it's all the other things that you need to learn. I mean, here, machining, bending the tubes, you know, just there's a lot more.
Even in like plastic surgery, like it kind of, you know, like, in training, you could learn how to do the surgery. Like for me, I had my resident clinic, so I had more long-term follow-up. But when you only, like, you know, you see the patient for the surgery or a month out, if they have issues or their scars don't heal appropriately and what to do afterwards, like you're kind of lost, until you experience.
It's the same as business.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nice part in our business though is if you mess up, you kind of hurt yourself. If we mess up, we hurt somebody else.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You go through med school, residency, do all this. That's great. You come out a rock star.
Yeah.
Somebody takes you go into your own business. It's not until you get those experiences and learning by mistake and all those experiences that make you really, really good. You have to deal with those.
Yeah.
You know, before that, you're just, okay, I have an education.
Yeah.
It's not until you learn how to circumvent all those issues that you really become a really good surgeon.
Definitely, especially with like dealing with complications, difficult patients. Like that's the toughest things. Like that's when you like lose sleep. You're like, is she going to be happy? Whatever. Like the night after.
But anything, it like even like shaping a breast or shaping a nose. You're like, you know, on table it looks great, but like you gotta kind of, you remove pieces of the breast to make it look good, and you don't realize why, and then you see other people, the breasts are boxy, but because they didn't take
if I was to look at a breast, like, oh, that's good. That's round.
Yeah. There's a reason you got to cut out certain portions of it, or there's reasons you make certain cuts, or you know, you draw it out beforehand and plan it, and like in 6 months or 9 months, you see the final shape. If you don't have that long-term follow-up, you're like, all right, I make these cuts because the rest of the people draw it. But then once you're in it, you see why you make those different cuts.
And you fine-tune it.
Yeah.
But just to give you guys props, I have a lot of clients colleagues, friends that I've trained over the years, a lot of surgeons and doctors. And I learned, because I almost went to med school, or I thought if I was going to continue in the conventional sports medicine, I wanted to go into orthopedic surgery. Then I found out that plastic surgeons and orthopedics are the rock stars of med school. And I was like, not me. I'm like, no, I'm done with school. 7 years of school. And then like, no, because I started going the unconventional route. I got into martial arts very early into college. And thought
What year was that, if you don't mind me asking?
a long time ago. 90.
Mid-90s?
Well, I graduated undergrad 95. 95, 96.
We're not that far off.
But, you know, very early on started intensive in martial arts and started fighting and teaching training and teaching. And I was like, okay, I still very much like the education of sports medicine. I want to learn as much as I can about the human body. Right. And that's the foundation that I would never, ever take back. But getting into the other areas of human performance, like various martial arts, and is what changed me. And
what was your first martial art?
First martial art was a very traditional style of Kung Fu. And now with MMA, back in the early days of MMA, before it was even MMA, it was NHB.
That's why I was asking, because like when we were in college, that's when like MMA was like just starting up, like Ken Shamrock.
I knew before it even got big that it was going to be the biggest sport ever. Because I would go to people and say, oh yeah, you know, I fought a full contact style of Kung Fu, and they would kind of smirk, right? Guys that were in MMA. I'm like, I wouldn't give up that experience for anything. What is MMA? MMA is a mix of martial arts. So, you know, the dudes that just like to get in the cage and just brawl, and, you know, but the ones that really study the arts and understand that this is a process of deduction. You study as much as you can, and you toss out the stuff that doesn't work. You can't just be a slave to one teacher or one process. And that's where I think my mindset, all of this has kind of progressed.
Sense.
I've always been that way. I knew what was not efficacious early on in that first art I studied. I liked a lot, but to learn movement and learn how to be fluid, and a lot of the things that I learned in that art, I wouldn't give up for anything.
We wrestled
with wrestling. So I know you guys wrestled. Nobody ever would have considered that a martial art 25 years ago. It's very much a martial art. And very much an effective one. You get into
discipline. The discipline, and then I actually, like at the beginning, he would sign me up at bars for no holds bar fighting, because MMA was coming about.
This has been brought up before.
And I was like, you know, with the wrestling background, these guys thought they could brawl, and like, you don't get in a cage with a
It's
grappler.
hard throwing punches off your back.
Hey, I mean, my roommate in college could have wrestled Ohio State. But he wanted to play lacrosse. He's still in the Hall of Fame, like number 2 face-off guy in over 30 years, 25 years, 20 years. It's approaching that. But
10 years ago.
Just a monster. But he loved lacrosse. And I learned early on, and it's one thing, I mean, all of my buddies in high school, you know, we were state champs for a couple of years. They were all wrestlers. It just wasn't me back then. I didn't find that intensity till after, but I wish, if there was one thing I wish I could go back, it would be the foundation of wrestling. And it's not just the wrestling, it's what it does for you, your mentality with training and the intensity.
The vision quest we always talk about, it's seriously those vision quests.
The thing, like, even though I like wrestled in college to like Division III, nothing big, like I always wish I'd tried a little harder, gave it a little more effort, like, because once it's gone, you know.
It doesn't have to be.
But getting back to like what you're saying, like mixing things together, because like if you really focus on Kung Fu, even wrestling, if you really focus on wrestling, being the best wrestler, there's a ceiling. But like when you start mixing in different genres together, whether it's wrestling or art, like whether you go from painting, sculpting, incorporating things you learn from different aspects, then you can find like new avenues of growth, rather than like having a bar, like having a setting where like you can't go beyond. But when you start mixing things together, then you can go past what that previous high point could have been.
And here's I would always tell guys I would train, and I could pick them out. I could say, okay, this guy is not cerebral enough. No offense, not intelligent enough. Amazing physical gifts, but that's it. You're going to have a ceiling.
Yeah.
And the dichotomy there is, I wholeheartedly agree with you, to be able to do and experience, but you have to study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have got to utilize the process of elimination. You have got to study.
Yeah.
You can't just go, I'm going to study all this stuff part-time.
Yeah.
And then not throw out the stuff, because your mind will be a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
So that'll
You won't be able to use any of it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's study and practice. Same thing with medicine.
Right. Yeah.
Study and
so
practice.
to study all those different things,
Yeah.
you have to be able to throw out what doesn't work, or you need to be training 12 hours a day.
Yeah, because we both know shitty doctors who scored the highest on every test they were given, like top percentile, but they just they can't apply it or can't talk to people. So like in practice, it doesn't mean anything that you scored 99th percentile on some tests.
No.
You might have gone to Harvard because of it, but it doesn't mean you're a good surgeon. So,
No.
yeah.
I mean, it
That's
doesn't.
the good part about
it doesn't.
me. I went to Harvard.
It can transfer.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily transfer.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
it's it's a separate part of the brain that's activated.
So the reason, I mean, fast forward.
Yeah.
Now it's diving into designing the atmosphere and the mechanisms we use. I also don't use a lot of conventional terminology. That's how fed up I am with the industry.
Yeah.
I don't like the word fitness.
I prefer to talk in Latin terms. That's how we were taught.
That's pushing it for
in
me.
med school.
But I don't like the word fitness.
Yeah.
I can't stand if somebody calls me a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Just the connotation of it. And the reason I needed to continue to push the envelope further and further and make every day about evolution is because I got so fed up with it. Just an example, you take a big box gym, remain nameless, and I have a very good friend. I have some guys that I trained for a while back in the day, and MMA and then strength conditioning. They were kind of lost, didn't really know what they wanted to do. I'm like, I think I want to become a trainer. Yeah. And I roll my eyes and I'm like, look, do it, follow it. You don't have to get a college degree, but go take some college level courses.
Yeah.
Don't just go do this fast food bullshit.
Yeah.
Sure enough, go study for a week, get a certification in a weekend. Fast forward 1 year, same individual becomes the top trainer at said box gym.
Yeah.
With no real education.
Yeah.
It's because he sold a lot.
Yeah.
Had a lot of clients.
Yep.
But there's a lot of idiocracy there.
Yeah.
It's not right. And sports massage therapy, I've had people, they come out and they have no business practicing on people. Yeah. It's across the board.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
And I think Arizona is worse than a lot of, I did CrossFit in New York and I did CrossFit here. I thought the trainers in New York would take you through warm-ups, make sure you had good form, watch everything. Over here, it was just go, go, go. And I'm mid-30s, I'm going against college kids. And I've always lifted heavy and being super competitive, I'm not going to slow down.
No, right.
Although I slow down for a few weeks, then I'm going hardcore and trying to, I think I'm going to be in the CrossFit Olympics or something. And, that's the way you just injure yourself.
Yeah.
And the coaches don't slow you down, where in New York, they would slow you down, and they have you do the things right. Over here, it was just do more, and even if it wasn't right. So.
The conundrum with CrossFit, you just say the word, and you're going to have 50 to 60, maybe 70% of the people roll their eyes. Yeah. Because it became big. Anytime something becomes big, people want to bash it. Yeah. The amazing thing with CrossFit, they took all that bullshit machines where you go from machine to machine and do one isolated muscle group, like posers. We can get into that. But they took all that away. Everything is a compound movement. Yeah. You're standing, you're moving your body. Now, so I think it's amazing. Yeah. The flip side is what you're just talking about. They pumped out so many training facilities. Yeah. I bet if you went to 20 different facilities, I'd say you'd probably be about 50-50. Yeah. Okay, this individual really, really knows how to train people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He knows how to take someone from every demographic and work with them. Yeah. You have to have that ability. Yeah. If you don't, people are going to get hurt. Yeah. You can't force. The other is lack of evolution. Yeah. in order for this to continue as a form of training for normal people and not just be, I always said I think CrossFit is going to continue to be big in the competition atmosphere.
Yeah.
But it'll start to slip a little bit just in the general training for general people.
It's going to narrow down like that.
Because you need to be able to evolve.
It already has, right?
Well, everything cannot be your base power lifts.
Yeah.
I'm not doing locking arms out overhead anymore. I've already had 4 shoulder surgeries, 6 dislocations. I already have a full replacement.
Yeah.
And we'll have one on this one.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Jeez.
But it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'll design other things that are just as good.
Yeah.
You have to evolve the platform as well.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I got tendonitis, like all my fingers and wrists, and
you just got to be
doing
careful,
hand
because if
surgery
you're
and
not doing it
plastic surgery.
right, you're putting so much strain on your
Even if you're doing it
tendons and
right.
even
joints.
if you're doing
Even
it
if you're
right.
doing it
True.
right,
You're
the
right.
platform needs to evolve a little bit.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
everybody.
trying to be nice because my wife is a physical therapist,
Yeah, yeah.
and she's just like looking at these exercises, like, what the hell is this?
Oh, of course.
And then like what you're saying about personal trainers, like you just watch people be like, they're getting paid to like teach this guy to like hurt himself. Like a 60-year-old guy, 70-year-old guy, you're like, why is he trying to do a fucking pull-up? Why does he have 120 pounds on that lat and coming down a third of the way and then
should have
saying
200,
like,
right?
what's that?
You should have 200.
No, I've made a study of it. And I didn't enter a corporate gym for over 25 years.
Yeah.
The last time I was in one, they practically kicked me out.
Yeah.
Because they thought I was trying to train people. No, these people are approaching me because they see me doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like the bullshit equipment they have in there, so I'm using them different.
Yeah.
I'd be on a chest press machine, and I'm propping my foot up against it and using it like a jungle gym and doing rows and rearranging shit.
Yeah.
And they got pissed.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're not supposed to use it like that, and you're not supposed to be training. I'm not training people.
Yeah.
They were just curious. I raised curiosity in them because their trainers are such bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but you know, the problem is there's a lot of misleading. There's a lot of.
That's why their retention rate on their personal trainers.
That's why they
is
want them
probably
to sell so
very
much.
low.
But that's
Yeah.
why you get text messages and calls like, oh, you have this free train. I'm like, I don't want.
And they
free
don't make
training.
it easy to like
Yeah.
be able to just cancel out either. You get billed like 4 months in addition to.
That's the game.
So this is
Yeah.
one
They
thing
want.
we
They don't want people to show up.
Yeah.
This is one thing we ask all our guests: how much can you bench press? I'm kidding. We don't. But if you want to answer, please go ahead.
No, so my answer.
He was
is,
telling us about it.
my answer to that is
Yeah.
that question.
No, he was actually answering it before.
been asked that question for 25 years,
Oh, that's good.
and just very straight up, right? When somebody asks that, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? You have to know how much you bench. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Traditional barbell bench press
Yeah.
is, as far as I'm concerned, no problem. You do your compound lifts, do your base lifts, cool. But my job is to find ways to develop that push strength and power standing and without your back supported. And in real life, like what you're going to need when you're opposing force with another human being, or what you're going to need in real life.
Functional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to spend time laying on a bench.
Yeah.
It's a fucking ego fest. That's all it is. It's the same with, don't even start mentioning a bicep curl.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was going
don't
to
even start mentioning that.
Go right
if you
into.
guys, later, you guys will laugh.
Yeah.
You go ahead. If you're scrolling social media, you go down a rabbit hole and you start coming across some training videos of like, you know, either a fitness influencer or whatever. And if the first thing you see is somebody sitting there doing a bicep exercise, turn it off.
Yeah.
It's total bullshit.
Yeah.
What do you need? Like I always tell people, if your life depended on you're hanging on the side of a cliff, you think those biceps are going to help you? No, you need grip strength and forearm strength and back. Biceps an accessory mover. You don't need that shit.
Yeah.
But all this, you know, the posers, the bodybuilders that train to pose, not posers being fake. Their whole training platform is to pose. Nobody thinks about this. These guys are doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Their competition is to stand on stage and pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is what blew up everybody wanting to get bigger biceps and bigger arms. Somebody tells me they're doing arm day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, arm day?
Yeah.
Like,
how many exercises is that?
Arm day.
Yeah. Anytime I, like I stopped after with CrossFit, I threw that out probably around 8 years ago. And with that, like never benched like on an actual bench. And people keep on asking me like when I gain some size, like how much, I'm like, I don't, like right now I just use resistance bands. I don't even do anything else. I'm going
a little hard on it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bench.
No,
this is the problem with the industry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The problem with the industry is the overgeneralization of everything.
You really sound like a doctor in the medical industry.
The fact is, the problem is that should not be a question that people see that you're fit and they approach you and ask. Yeah. That's just dumbed down everything.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the whole industry right there. It's a perfect example. And the problem is everybody gets so brain screwed at what they're watching and the shock and awe. And it's like, guys, if you really, really want to be functional, like really functional in real life on any occasion of anything that gets thrown your way, you need to evolve.
Honestly, like what you said, like no lie, my wife asked me like years ago, because she just nitpicks, like that's why when we first met and started working out together, I was just like, oh my God, this is what it's like going with a physical therapist to the gym.
She's at every angle.
She's
like,
just, she's like, you're gonna hurt your knee. Oh, you might not feel it today, but 12 years down the line. And I would just like get irritated and gradually like fix my form and like listen to her. But she was like, what are your goals? And like, when I aged, it's like coming back to like what you said. I was like, honestly, if something heavy falls on me, I want to be able to push it off. Or if I fall off a cliff, I can climb back up. I was like, I just want to know that I'm capable of doing that stuff in case of emergency reasons.
So I understand
and that's good enough strength.
Where she's coming from. And I can tell that's gotta be hard.
Yeah.
Training with her, that was my foundation.
But that was
care and prevention of athletic injuries and learning what, care of the body. But take that foundation, understand, but you got to push that envelope a little bit. It's like, I understand that squatting below 90 degrees, she'd probably be like, nope, don't go.
She's actually okay with that.
You got to do it.
Yeah, the range.
So you do have to push the envelope a little bit. Now I push it a little too far. I'm 10 surgeries in and, counting.
Yeah.
But you can't help other people. You can't evolve and you can't continue to change things unless you have a good foundation like your wife does. You have to understand the body.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, everybody needs to do their own self-study. Yeah. Like, you got to start learning about your own body or you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're always going to be a slave to what other people are telling you.
And you can't like overdo it. Like the whole thing, like, oh, don't squat beyond 90 degrees. Like, she's okay with that. She's like, but don't do it while you're compensating by pushing your knees over your toes. Like, that's going to put extra strain on all your joints.
Yeah. There's,
like
I've
just little things.
Yeah.
And also like, don't go put on more weight on the bar. Like, make sure you have the right form for the appropriate exercise rather than like putting more weight on and doing something completely wrong or completely off.
So our friend, he's an anesthesiologist, and he talks about doing exercises for explosiveness. And I'm like, dude, we're like mid 40s. I'm like, do you need to be explosive? I'm like, what do you
you never know when you got to run through that wall.
He does do jujitsu, so I like that's the only thing I could think of where you might need some explosiveness or doing exercises, or it's going to injure you or something.
So I have soon I'll be rolling them out. It's called Squally Sense.
Yeah.
On human performance.
Okay.
Or fuckness fitness.
Yes.
So
fuckness fitness? No, we have to know, or else we're not going to know what to follow.
Not a lot of people are used to using the term human performance. They're used to hearing the word fitness.
Yeah.
But I want people to understand a little better. Like, you get all these questions.
Yeah.
And there's these battles. What's the best for this? What's the best for this? And they want to compare. Oh, what's the best for this?
Yeah.
There's no such thing. You have to be diverse.
Yeah.
You have to incorporate as much as you can efficiently,
Yeah.
right? But that's, once again, that's very tough.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of trainers or coaches, whatever, that just don't study enough. They just don't, in order to broaden and to be more comprehensive and to incorporate everything.
Yeah.
So I used to training. I'm like, look, these people have this many hours a day that they're going to train.
Yeah.
And if you think training 3 or 4 hours a day is going to do shit,
Yeah.
when you accumulate all the hours in a week, oh, I'm working with a trainer 3 to 4 days a week. Why did you have to add that? Do you think that's magic?
Yeah.
Like, it's probably worse.
Oh yeah.
So I have something called trainer versus training partner.
Yeah.
If you're working with a trainer for a month and they haven't taught, and they're not teaching you something new, and they're not shocking you mentally and physically after a month, go get a training partner. You guys could do better on your own. Pay each other. You break even.
Yeah.
Or pick up pickleball. You'll have the
Whatever.
same benefit.
Yeah. I like pickleball when you have, like, they've got this pickleball where about halfway through the game, unknown, they have 3, 4 guys come running out and they try to attack you.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to use your racket, but you have to keep playing while they're trying to attack you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I thought you were going to
No,
say
I just
that.
made-
I thought you were going to say the pickleball paddle is 30 pounds.
Well, we did that. We did that with ping pong. We were like tackling each other.
Hey, it's
That is true. I forgot about that.
You have to evolve.
Yeah.
Now, I took it over. I went overboard. So I know I kept track for a decade. So training almost 360 days a year for 10 years. That's 3,600.
What were the 5 days you took off?
Circumstance. Normally, I wouldn't take any off. Training others.
So-
Like,
so-
I'm accessible. When I was training full time,
So leap year is a light year for you. 'cause then
there
you
was
get
a day
6
or
days
two here
off.
and there, and that was other people's fault, not mine. But 3,600 days
Yeah.
that these individuals did not come in and see something new. Okay, something completely new they'd never seen
Nice.
before. Technique, something they
That's
used.
what keeps the excitement. That's what was good about CrossFit.
So it's this
Mentally
Right.
and physically, right?
mentally, physically, coordination, proprioception. People need all of it shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. You can sit there and stare over somebody and yell at them, kick their face in the dirt, and just run them in circles and do push-ups.
Yeah.
They're going to tune out after. Their body's going to tune out after a week.
Yeah.
Now, I took it overboard because that was my platform. My job was to create new things every day. Most proponents would be like, no, you need to you can't
Same
be changing
thing,
things
yeah.
up. I don't care. That wasn't my purpose. My purpose is to continue. Now, these people can go off into the world, which I kind of slowed up on, and they did. And they could train in the corner over there with a chair and a string better than most trainers.
Yeah.
Like they
What do? You tie the chair on the string and swing it around your head? I'm kidding.
Well, it depends on what kind of string, but little dance. I mean, but the creativity and the ability to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't need, oh man, this machine I like, it's not, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's busy, it's not there. They don't need that shit.
Yeah.
And they go into places and trainers are watching them. They're like, who is this dude? What are they doing? Yeah. They come back a week later and they're like mocking what they were doing. And so that is, everybody needs engineers.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got engineers in every field.
Yeah.
We don't have enough engineers in this industry.
Yeah, and
We
everybody.
have a lot of engineers designing this crazy ass bullshit equipment
Yep.
that does one thing that's a mockery of other equipment.
Yeah.
But we don't have enough people that are continuing every day. And I'm not saying you have to toss out all the conventional stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we need people. There's plenty of people teaching that.
Yeah.
We don't need more people teaching that.
Yep.
We need more people that are continuing to shock people mentally and physically. And that's what I want to do.
And
Otherwise, I don't want to do it.
Sounds like our approach for not to just keep bringing up plastic surgery, but it's what we do every day. And there's certain surgeons that apply the same thing to everybody. And, it's not going to work for everybody and it's not going to look good on everybody. So everybody's unique, whether it's what they're capable of doing, what your starting point is, what their goals are, what their home life is like, and being like, okay, give me these parameters and we'll see if we can match expectations.
And that is what will set you apart
Yeah.
Yeah.
from others.
Yeah.
Not to be cocky or it's not ego. That's what will set you apart from others.
So Where do you train out of? Do you have your own gym?
I've had my own gym for
Ever?
30 years.
Where is it?
So first one.
Where now?
Now is down where my metal fabrication shop is. So I actually live there.
Okay.
So I work, eat, and sleep in the same place.
So it's
and
fabrication shop, home,
until I'm
gym.
done.
Yeah.
I don't leave. And that started because I was creating, training, building these things 20 plus hours a day.
Yeah.
Short sold house way up north back when everything crashed. And I'm like, why should I leave? I'm working 20 hours a day.
Which part of town is that in?
It's down it might as well be Tempe. I could spit to Diablo Stadium. So it's kind of South Phoenix.
Okay.
But I've always had a gym of some sort. First one everybody called the shop. Okay. Squally's House of Pain.
Yeah.
And I had to get out of there because it was at a house, and the garage door would open and people would be running around running around the side of the yard puking and yelling and So I was teaching MMA before I sold the house. There was a wall of mirrors and there was a hole in the wall, and you could still see the blood stain around the.
Oh my God!
But I was killing it. I'm like, okay, liability. I got to get out of here. Then I moved down to Indian School in 32nd for 8 years. Then I moved up to PV like Thunderbird and Tatum. Yeah. For about 8, and that's where I started creating all the training mechs. Okay. Moved down, kind of shelved the stuff for a little while. Didn't come in contact with the right investors, and the fabrication started just blowing up. Yeah. The custom fabrication for everything. Yeah. And then that business started taking off, but this is what makes me. It gets my blood going. Nice. So before I'm in a rocking chair, the one with wheels. Yeah. I got to get this stuff out.
I have a feeling you're gonna fabricate like a wheelchair for yourself, but with like square wheels, just so it's harder for you to get along.
Yeah. Like that's I joke about that, but
before we get into these actual like what you're making, what's your personal routine like?
Well, he said he changes every day.
Well, so
is there some type of structure? Like, do you drink caffeine? Do you stay away from alcohol?
Hell, people are like, you don't eat bad food, because I am a robot. Like, I know what the way you need to eat for human performance. I know what the baseline of what you need. So people ask me, hey, let's go out to lunch or this or that. I mean, I went with Tyler, grab a sandwich here and there, but somebody's like, middle of the day, hey, 2:00, let's go eat. Nah, man, I'm in the middle of my 4th meal. Like, then when night comes, I'll eat big meal, and I might cheat a little bit. But I'm underneath it all. As long as I get my baseline, I'm normal. I just had a large deep dish cheese from Illuminati's the other day.
Do you try to balance carbs or anything like that?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I mean, what is the baseline I need for energy? Now you take somebody who, through their body composition, is 95% muscle and they don't have body fat. You can so there's the overgeneralization in the nutrition, the supplement, all these industries. Everybody wants to put everybody in that same hole. Yeah. You can't. Everybody's different. Like people that are training 3-4 hours a day. Yeah. You have to understand that there's variance there. So between metal fabrication, training, going 12, 14 hours a day, then me training a couple to 2-3 hours a day or whatever. You got your nutritional intake's got to be a little bit different than the average person. Yeah. And if you're going to tell me, I don't want to get on the vegan. If you're going to tell me that I can get all of my sound protein and nutrients from eating that plant right there, I would need to eat 30 of those plants, and I'm still going to be. So let's kind of different strokes.
No,
right?
I know. I'm just saying
we've talked about the Netflix propaganda on being a vegan.
What works for you? This is what I'm trying to get into. Not like
I'm trying to live a little more. I went through a period where I didn't eat any sugar. I didn't drink. Everything was literally like it wasn't food. It was just something to put in my body for performance. Yeah. But like, hey, I like chocolate. Okay. I like in moderation. Yeah. Yeah. I like drinking beer. But it's maybe I'll go out, maybe I'll have 2 beers, and maybe it's once a week. Yeah. People ask if you drink. Nothing is going to affect you or kill you in such a low dose. Yeah. Moderation. But you know, yeah. So I'm very, yes, routine, but I'm not, you know, people think that, oh, you don't eat that. You don't do this.
Yeah. But
bullshit.
like, it's kind of like, when people are like jumping on Mike Phelps for hitting a bong, while he was winning like 6 gold medals, it's like, he's hitting a bong, eating 10,000 calories to 20,000 calories a day, but he's also swimming for like 10 hours a day. So it does vary, like what is your activity level and what you're trying to get out of it. So.
I mean, once again, we're always going to have the ridiculous arguments, and unless people, general public, will take the initiative to study a little bit, right, for themselves about pretty much the most important thing in their lives, right?
Yeah.
Learn how to train it, learn how to heal it, learn how to rehab it, learn how to feed it, instead of paying attention to every fucking trend that comes down and then, you know, one of the fuels for the reason I have too much that I still need to teach. I was filming, I have 80 gigs of film from over 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Tyler is on my ass, like should have been getting this shit out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Is it on
Stuff
VHS?
I was doing 12, 13 years ago, but I have so much ammunition because of the variety of things I was doing day in and day out, and my self-study because I study everything so much. And then all the questions that I've been asked over the years. And a lot of them.
Let's work it out and get it out. Let's do it
all
together.
these questions. It's like, now there needs to be a proponent, right? It's gotten so much worse because social media is so rampant.
Yeah.
And now I go on there, I'm like, okay, this guy is 6'4", 250 pounds, jacked. And he's on there doing calisthenics, trying to teach kids and other people that this is what you're going to get from doing these calisthenics.
Yeah.
And people will believe it.
Just like the whole vegan thing. You know how many people ask me about, like, did you watch the Netflix episode on vegans where they compared the twins? And I'm like, it's propaganda. I'm like, if you look at the actual study, it's faulted study. It's not true. Everything they posed, like the vegans were eating less than the people that were eating meat. So there's decreased calorie intake, and that's the exact amount of weight they lost was if you take the calories into effect. And
but there you go.
But they show someone that's like 6'4", 270 pounds, full of muscle, and he's vegan. I'm like, you're not getting that.
I'm
like, see, that's
the top percentile of vegan.
I'm like, that's the one person that's like got that, and he probably was unvegan at the time when he got to that position.
Well,
now
and there's
vegan.
a lot of other things other than plants that are getting him that way.
Yeah.
And
I would like to say being vegan is like one of the most hilarious things in my mind. Like people used to like brag when I was training in Boston.
I try not to I try not to put people down.
Yeah.
I will get on a soapbox, and I'm going to develop a lot of people, adversaries.
Yeah.
When I eventually get into this whole bodybuilding industry, right? But if people would just pay attention, their attention span is 5 seconds long. They want to hear the headline, and then that's law.
Yeah.
Pay fucking attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the whole story.
Yeah.
I don't mind what vegan works for you, great.
Yeah.
But I bet you your activity level, the amount of lean muscle you carry in your body, your body composition, your metabolism, and what you do on a daily basis is not like me.
Yep.
And if you're trying to just lose weight and you don't give a shit if you're strong anymore or if you're building muscle, there's just all these variables, but everybody wants to overgeneralize everything, and there's the headline, and this is fucking law.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I want to clarify. Being vegan is hilarious, and people who train to run marathons, not professionally, is hilarious too. Those are the two things I do find funny that people do. Vegans, I understand you want to hurt animals, but yeah.
Look, the only thing that bothers me, I don't do you.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me is when you start injecting
this is what you should do
into everybody's bowl and overgeneralizing and then brainwashing people. That's the part that I don't
One
like.
thing I wanted to bring up, you talked about grip strength, and you know, like Peter Attia on his, like in his book, and then like it's been on social
media. Did he write
media
that book before or after he went to Epstein's Island?
I don't know. Multiple different people said the same thing. Like they're like, oh, increased grip strength equals longevity. And I'm like, but like grips, there's a lot more that goes into grip strength than you think. And that's why the people with improved grip strength have that, you know, like you can't just try to build grip strength and that's it.
So what we say in medical research, is it causative or correlative?
Okay,
like, does it correlate because you're healthier, you have more grip strength, or you're going to just go do a gripper and you're going to live 10 years longer?
Well, you two are logical enough and well-educated enough to make that deduction.
Yeah.
The general public, no offense, general public, are not.
Yeah.
So we're continuously grabbing these fucking headlines and changing the world because of them. And the fucking posers are the worst of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
The worst. They've completely infested the whole industry.
Yep.
And these kids and everybody, the shock and awe. There's a dude that like literally can't move. He has body parts and muscle groups that have not even been named yet.
Yeah.
That is not normal. And that's not human performance.
Yeah.
And that's not, and then there are trainers going around training like people like that, single joint exercises, thinking they're going to mold a tricep. Isolated, single joint, like they're going to mold a tricep. Yeah. I saw a trainer with a 75-year-old woman who literally took her 10 minutes to walk to the next machine.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, while he stood there with his fucking clipboard, great. She was doing a single arm tricep push down.
Yeah.
And I wanted to snap.
Yeah.
I'm like, this should be a crime.
Yeah.
Like you should get some kind of violation or something.
Yeah.
Like
elderly abuse.
I mean, not even abuse, just what are you doing? This woman is giving her money and her time for you just fucking her whole world up and maybe not even getting hurt, but not getting a damn thing out of it.
Oh, my wife forced me to go to these Pilates classes. We did 2. There were actually.
Now you're going to get me on another soapbox.
Yeah. So I did 3. The first one, the guy actually knew what he was talking about.
I have
how much time you got?
The second 2 I went to were at a chain place, 2 different coaches, but they went through all the same movements 2 days in a row. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm never going to this shit again. And I'm like, they're teaching you nothing.
Yeah,
you can just hurt yourself.
Okay, now I'm gonna be, since I just went off on 50 different demographics.
Let's get going on Pilates.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and ask, from you being so well-rounded with training and experience, so many different types of training, if it did change it up a little bit, what out of anything, was there anything that maybe you did like, or you could tell somebody, okay, this could be good for this or for... He was
able to put his foot behind his head.
No, I didn't like, I just didn't think like they took you through the right movement because I knew the first one I went to, the guy was much better versed and well-trained and knew Pilates. This one, like I felt like it was those overnight, you get a coaching certification and you get to just go and like, oh, this is the next exercise.
You're taught different poses, similar to like even yoga. You're taught similar things. So like the better, the more
with Pilates, you can do quite a bit. And it was
that's what I'm saying. The more well-versed they are in instructing, the more different things they can bring to you.
We're entering the conversation where here's the problem. People think training, exercise is just that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing Pilates 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And then I do spin once a week. Oh, I'm doing cardio box.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. You can now you're training 4 hours a week in, what's 24 times 7? 100 and how many hours a week is that?
Yeah.
A lot.
And you really want to change your body.
Yeah.
You're not even scratching the surface.
No. Yeah.
People do not have enough time to be jumping from one form of training to the other that only touches this part of your physiology.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So we need people who see that and are starting to incorporate all facets, isometrics, plyometrics, stretching, endurance, strength.
Jazzercise.
Jazzercise is fucking amazing. I mean,
Sorry.
so,
I didn't mean to cut you
but hey,
off.
look, but the problem is people start going.
Yeah.
They develop friendships and like,
Community.
That's where I go. I see my people.
Yeah.
Then they develop relationships with a trainer or whoever. I always used to tell my clients, I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a shit how much you like me.
Yeah.
If you get to a point where you think you can find something better somewhere else, please go find it.
Yeah.
They couldn't, because you can't do the shit I was doing anywhere else because they haven't designed it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the problem. And then you go to some of these other places like boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing's amazing. Amazing sport, maybe with a real boxing trainer, but still, for somebody who's looking like that's their 3 to 4 hours of training a week, one-dimensional.
Yeah.
All chest and shoulders, and they're probably not throwing punches right.
Yeah.
So they're just sitting there going like this on a bag,
Yeah.
and then they do some push-ups, and then they grab a med ball.
How'd you know I box like that?
Did it look like that? The wrists, and then my wrist hurt. I can't do box. I can't go do cardio box anymore. It's a fucking reason, because that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Go do kickboxing. But then there's another issue. They're throwing kicks like Rockettes.
Yeah.
And it's all hip flexor, and they're not changing it up and doing. It's America, man. It's fast food.
That is
And
true.
the second it takes off,
Every industry.
everybody's going to start opening them up everywhere, and teaching, and same thing with yoga. Yoga can be absolutely amazing. I go 6 to 7 days a week now.
Yeah.
Yoga. I love yoga.
But it has to be legit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's patience, it's mind, it's internal, and balance.
How are your shoulders with yoga? Because that's what
like
hurts me
downward
the
dog?
most. Like I always
Which
have
positions?
issues with
No,
shoulders.
like which
with some of them.
positions hurt you most? I know, like a
usually
lot of
downward dog,
instructors,
yeah.
downward dog puts a
Well-
lot of strain on the shoulders.
Everything's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to fuse my right wrist. They're like,
Yeah.
the only thing we can do now is fuse your wrist.
Yeah.
Nothing else we can do. So I have to think about whether or not to never be able to bend my wrist again to be
Yeah.
without pain.
Yeah.
How much more was completely fused?
Yeah. No.
No.
I
Okay.
didn't do it. No, I didn't do it yet.
I got him. Yes.
But
you
think about it. Think about not being able to bend
Oh
your
no,
wrist anymore.
especially for you, Walden.
So ideal.
that's your strong hand too.
If you
like
were to-
that's you're right-handed, right?
What's that?
You're right-handed, right? So that's
I mean, it's my dominant.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got cervical issues that have caused a lot of, but I had 4 full dislocations. One time I had to get put to sleep for them to put it back in because they couldn't pull it back in.
yikes.
And they're
that
like,
was
"You're
probably
going
an
into surgery right
anterior
away."
dislocation.
Oh,
right?
it was. The pec muscles pulled it in the pec and they couldn't get it. So they told me when I came out, we wrapped a sheet around your body and just yanked that shit back in.
I got to ask you one question, you as well. Do you feel that the smellier your yoga instructors are, the more the better they are? Like if you walk in and the studio smells like curry, you're like, I'm getting a really good fucking stretch in today.
Dude, that's being racist.
I'm just saying
not
if it's
being
just
racist,
me.
it's kinda just
I'm
being disgusting.
No,
But-
if you guys agree with it, then it
but-
might not be racist. I'm just trying to look for
But
self-affirmation.
now in jiu-jitsu, that's a fucking tactic. First guy I trained was an old, gnarly, like Olympic judoka. And that dude would stand his gi up in the corner for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
And he didn't give a fuck. And I'll tell you what.
No tapeworm and shit like that. Not tapeworm, ringworm.
Ringworm.
and stuff.
Well, I mean,
You're gonna get ringworm.
You build a
on the-
defense
yeah,
against
lucky,
that.
I mean, I think probably got it all over the place at one point. But you get in some compromising positions.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
got
God.
that dude's crotch, and you're taking heavy, deep breaths, and you suck that gi pants right in your mouth. So I was just taking your yoga thing one step further because
So
you
you
might have
want
thought that
to-
was disgusting.
I'll tell you.
But people do that, right?
Yeah.
But that's fucking nasty.
There was this one kid from a school. He went for weigh-ins in his underwear. Dude had the biggest skid mark from the outside of his underpants. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We just get into shit stories now.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh my God, if I face this guy, I'm just gonna like forfeit or something. I'm not getting close to those skid marks.
No oil check there?
No, none. This was, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you wiping your ass with your underwear? This looks like a shit stain from you used your underwear to wipe your ass for like a good month straight. Like there should not be a reason that much of your underwear is brown. At least get a colored underwear. I'm sorry.
I think he wanted it seen.
I think that's why now that you say it, I'm like, that's probably why he did it.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah. There was this guy with a deformed, here I go. This guy with a deformed leg, it looked like a shark bit it.
Lymphedema.
He had lymphedema, and my friend had to wrestle him, and he went in there like unorthodox, threw a quick headlock, pinned him in 5 seconds. We're like, wow, that's like the best you've ever looked on the mat. And he was like, yeah, I was trying to do anything to not touch that leg.
It was all cold. And
it just looked weird. We're kids. We're like, what is that?
Well, could you imagine going up against, who was the kid from ASU?
Yeah, no legs? Or was it one leg? One leg. Yeah, he was a beast.
And you know damn well people will go in there and get face off and be like, okay, I'm going to kind of take it easy. And next thing you know, they're getting fucking...
That kid ended up getting better, though.
He did. But again, that ASU kid, that would put you up for like... like I couldn't imagine, because I was always good at double legs, and he only had one leg. So what would I do on the mat?
Imagination, man.
I'm kidding. I was actually single leg.
But that's kind of what I'm saying is people probably went in there thinking, and then when you watch it, because he had movie.
Because you'll have your favored leg to go after.
Yeah,
no, but either way, after 1 year of him wrestling at the level he was wrestling, how good he was. Mm-hmm. Everybody walking on that mat, even if you were like top notch, ranked close to him, you're shitting your pants facing somebody like that because you're about to get stuck with somebody missing a limb. Like that's how I would feel. I don't know about you, but I'd be like, holy crap, this is going to take a lot of work. He's really good and has one less limb.
I know, he got strong and he developed around that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's positioning, hip. Body weight
in another,
because you're probably building your core to stabilize that.
Hey, it's
that
a
one
perfect
leg.
example.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of what everybody should be doing.
Yeah.
Not that we necessarily have to compensate for something that dramatic, but everybody should be. That's why you need variety and you need to continue to change things, and you know because there's a lot that's unexplored. There's a lot that we're missing. Okay, and
go for it.
One quote on that is just, it tells it, is effective preparation with what we already know may work, but facing stimulus or the battle of the unknown creates a resilience that's extraordinary. Sorry, I've done it. I've done it with people. I've done it with normal middle age. I've done it with athletes, and it's the truth. Yeah. It's like when you continue to face things, a stimulus, training, whatever, mind, what you guys are doing, continuing to circumvent problems and reinventing and changing in cases, and you become more extraordinary, period. You're always gonna run circles around the person that wants to stick with this foundation, that's all they know, and they've only been around people like, this works, I'm good. Yeah. Well, you be good.
Yeah. Yep. So I know we're running short on time, but can we go into what the battle bar is, please?
Yeah, so, along the lines of that, all the things I design, they have to be dynamic. There are very few benches. There's no place to sit. You're using your base. You're using your core. But way back, I have to give credit where credit's due. I mean, so I'd say 25 years ago, I did a camp with one of the Redskins, back in the day, Redskins, strength coaches. And I learned some amazing manual resistance techniques. And ever since then, anybody I train, you're never getting away with inanimate weight. I'm always going to be pushing. I'm always going to find advantages or disadvantages and make things tougher. And then the second I'm not there, everything is just like, holy shit. So I started coining HOF training. It's human oppositional force. People look at it, it's just a bar. And there are a lot of people that will probably shrug at it. But I like to get the strongest of the strong going against each other. Your dynamic resistance is probably the smartest kind of resistance that I could ever go up against. Yeah. And me doing it with a client or whatever, I know that they're never going to get a resistance that can adapt on the fly Where they start gaining advantages, I can push harder. Where they have disadvantages, I can let off a little bit. You can start kids training earlier because they're not throwing inanimate weights around the wrong way. But balance exercises, the handles rotate 360 degrees. So every single time I've put somebody on this, right away, ex-NFL guys, big guys, all of a sudden I just send them back. And like, whoa, wait a second. You know why that is? Because you're so used to sitting on machines and laying on benches. You need to develop that same amount of strength and standing on your own 2 feet. So you need base first. But you can do full range of motion strength exercises. You can do max isometric exercises.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then all kinds of stabilization. Like you insert an external force, you know, standing on one leg. Well, that's easy after a little while. But what about when you start throwing in some external force that's moving you around and, you know, watch dudes do the one of my things I hate the most is agility ladders. And they're stepping on it. They're not even in the box. I'm like, you could do that with your eyes closed. You've been doing it for years. Now, what about when somebody is adding external forces, like a running back is getting hit and they have to move and, you know, so yeah, it's all dynamic force. I've got competitions with it, but it's just, I couldn't leave it alone. I even have fixed training mechanisms that somebody will look at and think it's like an isolateral strength machine. But then they look closer and you can lock the rotors and lock it at different angles and oppose force with somebody on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And until you experience it and experience, well, wait a second, this resistance isn't moving the way I want it to. That barbell and the dumbbells move when I want it to. I know what it's going to do. Then you get up against somebody else, it's like, oh shit, you know. And it's also the most intelligent kind of resistance that you can find.
So both ends rotate 360,
both ends rotate
or you
360
can
degrees,
or you can lock it.
Or you can lock it, and then if you lock it, obviously you have to resist the torque and the you know, the force on somebody else. Yeah. But you know, push, pull, rotational, core stuff, balance stuff.
How much does it weigh?
I gotta weigh this one again. This is the Pro. This is for
approximately,
you know. So this is probably barbell's 45, maybe 15.
Okay.
18 pounds.
Okay.
But even that, think about it. Whenever you're doing a pressing motion, what other pressing motions do you do on machines where you also kind of have to hold the bar up?
Yeah.
So you're working the delts and everything too.
Yeah.
So then I also have a light, which is half the size for kids and, you know, is shorter.
That's what I'm asking for, because I want to do some stuff with my daughter.
Oh man, for kids, I've got
strength training.
Kid that's coming by tomorrow who's like undersized, he's playing baseball, and I want to show them, you know, kids that are young.
Yeah,
you can sit there and get them to, you know, learn what forces and get their base and rotate and move around it, and you're not taking weights and throwing them at them too early, because I don't care what you do, they shouldn't be, you know, jerking things with their joints.
Yeah, definitely.
So here with this, you're in control. You can get them to move fluidly in the way they should. You can add the right amount of resistance, and you can help them when they need it.
So it's another person on the other side.
What's that?
So it's two people.
Yes.
At all times. So
so that's one of the things people
flex,
are like,
reflex.
Well, you need two people. Yeah, you need two people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you actually, every time I pick it up with someone, I'm just like, man, like
some people think finding somebody else is hard. And I always say, well, this guy found a wife.
No, but not until you actually do it. And then you can max out on strength. I mean, you get somebody else, Matt, you can do max strength stuff with it. Yeah. But the difference is you better have a good base.
Yeah.
Or you're getting driven back. And one of the competitions I have with it, on a 50-yard field, you have to start pushing for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Stop, set it down, go around the other side, then you have to pull, and you have to get that person across your goal line. And I've done it with 30-yard, and most people I've done it with, they can barely even get each other there. Toast.
Yeah. Can you order them online?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. This is something that has been sitting and...
So it's exclusive at your gym?
It is. and first time it's actually being shown on your podcast.
Oh, awesome.
Because it's been, I've had patent on it for a while. And like I said, I kind of went off on a tangent. And
I was going to ask you, have you seen the Gripzilla? Because you make these stuff. The Gripzilla is like, it's made for grip strength, but it rotates at all angles. It actually, like what you're describing, kind of, they have the one that you just,
the rotational one, right?
They just rotate,
talking
but this
about
one
the one
actually,
that-
like you can,
the handles.
Yeah.
So
it
one
actually,
is here, one is here. And,
and you're like, it actually like moves like different angles too. And it's got resistance. And you can put quite a bit of resistance, but like that works your shoulders, your arms, your chest. Like when I watch myself in the mirror doing it, it's like, it's up your alley of like some of the stuff that
Engaging
you
other muscles
produce.
that you wouldn't expect to when
Yeah.
you're working out.
Because I was like, oh, this is great. And how's it working on grip? But it's like really engaging all other parts of you. And that's like where, when we
I
talk
don't know
about
that
just
I don't
grip
know if
strength.
I've seen that particular one, but these days it's impossible.
No, because they
the
originally.
second I click on that, if I look at it online, there are going to be like 30 other variations, and it's just going to be nonstop. And that's what I won't touch.
Yeah.
Like I don't care to build the things that are out there. I only want to focus on things. It might do something that other things do. Like I'm building a step up stretch, hip thrust. There's all different kind of things you can do with it.
Yeah.
Slides, can put posts in it, bands, but it has to be super dynamic.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do multiple things with it.
Yeah.
I don't really care to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even been making my own bands and shock cords for 25 years.
Yeah.
I don't even buy those from, I get them and make them all myself. And I put red heads and eye hooks in the ground all over the place, the whole gym.
Yeah.
You take them out, you screw them in, and you have yourself a plyo jumper. I had them on all the machines everywhere. People didn't even know. I'd screw them in there and attach bands to the machines. And that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm constantly looking at trying to create.
Yeah.
Not saying that any more special than anywhere else. It's just that I want to find extraordinary.
Yeah.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Not better than. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think we need to seek like that.
Yeah.
All right. So where can
are we
people
tapping
find?
out?
I think so. Are we over time? I had a 10-minute warning like 30 minutes ago.
Soon. It's Engineers of HP.
Engineersofhp.com.
Well, no. I'm on Instagram and just working on getting all the platforms up now. I mean, I'm literally just sliding back in and really.
All right, and people looking like myself to like get their kids involved possibly, how can we reach you? Or is it through the Engineers of HP?
Oh, you can reach
training?
I mean,
I'll
phone,
just give you
email.
a
I mean,
there we go.
Others, it's going to be by referral right now.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But, and that's what I'm focusing on. I'm not going to be training full time. I'm, exclusive few and the ones that, really care about doing something out of the ordinary.
How often are people coming when they're training with you? Are they come 5 days a week, 7 days a week?
No, I tell them it just depends on what their
schedule
they're looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good with 1 to 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Let me be your shock.
Okay.
I'm going to be your shock.
Then you can go back to.
I'm going to change your mind, and I'm going to freak you the fuck out.
I
basically.
like that. Yeah.
And I want you to come. I want you to come train.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay?
Yeah. And I will change your mind. 1 day a week ain't going to do anything. After a little while, it will physically.
Yeah.
But it will change you. It'll change your mentality when you go into the gym by yourself. And I can guarantee that. Like I guarantee it with people. It'll change you because it's going to be so. I mean, it's always going to be something different. Yeah. And hey, if I throw 200 things at you, 2 or 3 of them got to stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then I continue to do that.
Yeah.
So, but hey, people want to train with me more than that. It's just like, and I'm not saying I won't do basic compound lifts and, but I try to throw a wrench in there and find different ways to do it.
Yeah.
So I like when people at least stay consistent and get that shock,
Yeah.
you know? So, you know, a couple days a week or whatever, because that's another thing that's a problem with a lot of people. They don't know how to periodize their workouts.
Yeah.
They're like, I did arm day yesterday.
Yeah.
I did push, or I did upper body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you do the day after? Well, I did some shoulders, and what'd you do the day after? Oh, I did some back and some. I'm like, if you're really going hard enough to shock the body, nah, man. Like, you can't keep doing this just because you love it.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing the same shit. You have to know how to periodize.
A lot of people just get into the motions after a while.
And then that's when you drop off too.
But there's a big ego component.
Yeah.
Why is it that a lot of people like doing push and chest so much?
Yeah.
Well, one, it's the part they can see in the mirror.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
But the back and the legs are much tougher.
Oh,
they take 3 times the amount of oxygen.
Yeah.
Nobody loves hitting legs hard.
Yeah.
Chest is the easiest. And it's what people can see.
And you don't get the growth hormone release.
Hell no. No.
Like with chest, you get almost none.
It's an ego pump, and it is easier.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if there's one area that people probably do, well, I'm not saying everybody.
No, it's common.
Like, not me.
Yeah.
I didn't say everybody, but the general, the masses. If right. But that's another thing. It's like if you intensity is really there. I was telling guys just on Saturday, I'm like, look, I know you guys are failing because you'll fail right away and you're dying. But this set or this 10 more seconds. And I guarantee you when this hour is over, 10 minutes later, you're like, okay, well, now I feel good. Well, your time's done.
Yeah.
You had the chance to kill it and go to failure then.
Yeah.
So I call them battles. They shouldn't be workouts. That should be the toughest thing you do.
Yeah.
And you should need a break after that. If you don't, well, then cool. Hopefully you're staying fit and you're good. Yeah. But if you're really looking for change, very often the intensity is not there for people. Yeah. It's just not.
I can't wait to get started. Personally.
I wanted to try to get you guys down before we did this, but no, for sure. I want you to come do some work.